The more we learn about Gene Hackman's death, the more traumatized I am. Hello, my fam. Perez Hilton here, the queen of all media, the original influencer. And earlier, I shared with you all a lot of new information that was given to us at a press conference today by local authorities in Santa Fe, New Mexico, where yesterday the bodies of Gene Hackman and his wife of decades were discovered. He was 95, she was just 64. The local fire department came and discovered that there was no leak, there was no carbon monoxide poisoning. That has already been ruled out. The front door was left open, but there was no sign of forced entry. The police did say that the deaths were suspicious, so they went to a judge and got a search warrant that allowed them to gather as much evidence as possible. This investigation is ongoing. One of their dogs was found deceased in a closet in the bathroom. That's very odd to me. Even odder, two dogs were found alive on the property. It's believed that both of them were deceased for a while. The period of time is uncertain, but how did those dogs survive? And why was that other dog dead in the closet of the bathroom? A space heater was found near his wife's head. She was discovered in the bathroom. And he was found in the mudroom in another part of the house with his glasses beside him. Officers suspect, based on their initial findings, that both of them might have fallen, which is just, what are the odds that they both fell? It's very bizarre. The police did say that there were no signs of trauma on the bodies, meaning no stab wounds, no gunshots. And investigators did collect blunt and sharp objects that could have been used as weapons. Additionally perplexing, Gene's much younger wife was discovered in the bathroom, and a prescription pill bottle was open with pills scattered nearby. The pills scattered nearby, the space heater fell next to her, which contributed to her body decomposing and mummifying. The dead dog in the bathroom closet, two other dogs alive, his sunglasses near him. I'm just like, detectives are working on getting any video evidence that may have been taken there from security camera footage. They've also taken their phones and are working to get answers. Now, you may not have heard these additional details prior. Per local news station KOB4, their bodies were found at 1:45 p.m. local time Wednesday, following a welfare check request by a neighbor. But it wasn't until very late that night that they could be identified. Why? Because their bodies were so decomposed that they could not be officially ID'd, recognized. And it was initially two maintenance workers that were the first to discover the bodies. They told authorities they hadn't seen the couple in 2 weeks. One of the maintenance workers called 911 and said, "Please send somebody real quick." They had discovered this shocking sight and relaying what they saw through the window. So it's just important to understand all the details and how it all went down. This one maintenance worker saw bodies through the window, Quote, "It's a female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here really quick." When asked if they were awake or breathing, the maintenance worker said he had no idea because he was not inside the house. The maintenance worker said, "I see that she is lying down on the floor from the window." Then the 911 dispatcher kept asking about any signs of movement, and the maintenance worker said, "No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick." The man noted that he'd meet the officers at the front entrance of the gated community and escort them to the correct property. The caretaker was the caretaker for the summit, the gated community. Here is a snippet of the 911 call.
Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are on their way, okay?
Jean and Betsy were married for 35 years, and even though he was found in a similar state to her, police described her in very startling fashion. The local authorities believe that she had been deceased for some time. Her body was in a state of decomposition, with her face bloated, and mummification had already started on her hands and feet. I want to explain this because I've seen in the comments that some of you are confused about that term mummification. Many of you think Egypt and the pharaohs. Not exactly. Mummification is when a body becomes desiccated and the skin grows dark and leathery. It happens in a hot, dry environment like a home in New Mexico with the door open and with a space heater right next to your body. And also sad, I wouldn't say concerning, Gene Hackman has 3 children, had not heard from them. He was 95 years old. If I'm blessed enough to have my mother, well, my mom lives with me, but I'm surprised it went on for weeks that they were unaccounted for. Her as well, for weeks. 3 children he had. They had no kids together. The 3 kids were from a previous relationship of his. This is just bonkers. Well, to end things on a little of an uplifting tone, Barbra Streisand, who worked with Gene Hackman, shared a brief tribute to the actor, and she wrote, "Gene Hackman was an incredible actor. He lived a long life and left an amazing legacy. May he rest in peace." Hackman retired from acting in 2004, and he stuck to that. He did not act after 2004, enjoying the last 20 plus years of his life as a local in Santa Fe, very involved in the community. He also took up painting, and I hope we get answers. I hope his family gets answers. And I'm not blaming anybody for anything. It's just everything about this feels bonkers and sad. Sending light to all of his loved ones, all of her loved ones, the fans. Let's discuss in the comments section. Thoughts?